Hey everyone, welcome to Bricks and Bytes. Today is all about Dungeons and Dragons. So grab your Lego.
And let's go. Welcome back to Bricks and Bytes. I'm Emma.
And I'm Ben.
And today we're talking all about Dungeons and Dragons and a little bit of maths as well. So we've got Emily from the library to talk to you about how to play Dungeons and Dragons and how to create a really cool character. And then Ben's going to show us something that will enhance your gaming experience.
Yeah, if you've ever had to use dice and get them lost or get bored rolling them, this is a lot more fun doing it this way. Yeah. So we'll show you something for that.
It's really cool. And then I've got an app that's going to help you play with maths, but in a different way, using some real cool tech.
Yeah. All right. Well, but first we've got our 5-minute frenzy happening. So again, if you loved building with Lego, I wonder if you can join us in our 5-minute frenzy. We've got 5 minutes to build something out of this cup. Now, as always, we don't know what is in the cup because they're little surprises. So we're going to pick something. So Emma, I'll get you to pick one out.
Oh,
what is it going to be?
Scary. Ooh, a mobile phone.
Oh, okay.
Interesting.
A mobile phone. All right. We'll have a think. Okay, we're going to get this. I'll
get the timer going. Okay. Ready, set, and go.
All right.
5 minutes.
A mobile phone.
Ooh. All right. Well, I'm going to steal this piece quickly, straight off the bat.
Oh, okay.
This piece. Here we are.
All right. Okay. Well, let's go.
I can build around that.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. Just build. Just go. No, that does make sense. We've only got 5 minutes though, so. Are
you going to do a classic mobile phone, or are you going to try and do an old school flip phone?
Oh my goodness. I was just
changing the game.
A flip phone. Can anybody remember flip
You
phones?
could do a flip phone, Ben, I reckon.
I remember the old razors. Okay, let's try.
Has anyone ever played with their parents' super old Nokia? They used to have Snake. That was a good game. Oh, I really remember.
I don't know if I've got the right
I've given Ben a challenge.
I don't know if we can do it. I don't know.
I reckon you can.
All right, let's see what.
I'm not taking the challenge. I'm going to build a good old-fashioned iPhone.
Because yeah, okay. We could maybe do that.
iPhones don't even have a button on the front anymore.
I know.
Literally just this. Guys, I think I'm done.
What?
Maybe I'll give it. You know what? I'll give it a cool case or something.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I could do apps.
How do you build an app?
How do you build backwards?
If only we had like some coding sessions on.
Yeah, we could do that one day.
Look, I feel like this flip phone may not be very flippy.
Oh, Ben's caving, guys.
Hello?
It's a little bit cheating to give Ben a hard challenge and then just build an iPhone.
Okay, so remember like the old phones? They used to have like a keyboard on it, like a physical keyboard.
Yeah, like Blackberries.
Yes.
All right, keep going. I'm still building. I'm trying to figure out.
Phone.
I really want to do a case, but I'm struggling to figure out how.
Oh yeah, this whole section used to be a keyboard, and this part here was the screen. So I might find maybe some black like this for a screen. Yeah.
Alright, I've got some apps on my phone now. I'm going like iOS 14. Has anyone seen the new Apple update?
Emma loves to customize her phone.
Yeah, you can spend a lot of time customizing your phone now.
How much time have we got?
Cool. We have under 2 minutes now. Alright, there's my iPhone screen. want to build a cool case around it, but I'm struggling.
See, I'm looking at this. See how when I fold it like this, it doesn't quite close properly. So I'm going to have to figure out how to fix that. So I want it to close nice and flush so it can fit in my pocket. This is also part of the fun part about building Lego is trying to work out what parts work with what. Okay.
Alright, I've got a border. Alright, let's go. My case is pink, so I'm just going to make this look like my phone. See if I can do that.
How much time have we got, Emma?
1 minute and 20 seconds.
Ooh, okay, so now I'm just trying to find...
Always the problem is when we don't have the colours I need. We do have quite a lot of pink though.
Colours and parts that you really want. Did this used to have a home button? I can't remember. The old
I don't
Motorola Razors. Renault. That for a flip phone.
There we go.
Where's the buttons?
Yeah.
Put some buttons
I'm
on.
putting my one button up the top on my iPhone. Oh no, I lost the perfect piece. Have to do.
Okay.
There we go.
Lost on the floor.
Not doing too bad. Oh, we've only got 20 seconds.
Oh no!
Ah!
I can't get this in there.
Oh no.
I tried it.
Can I give it eyes? Will that make it better?
My fingers.
9, 8, oh no. 7, 6, 5, 4. If I count slowly,
No.
this time move slower. 2, 1.
Oh, the buzzer's gone.
Time.
Okay, Emma, let's have a look at yours first.
Oh, okay. Here is my iPhone.
Oh,
which,
very nice.
Like, kind of looks similar to my real phone, right?
It has a really nice pink cover.
Yeah.
Lots of different
I've
types of
given it
apps and widgets.
eyes because I got stressed. But it also has a button at the top and a button on the side. And then the cool apps on the inside.
The eyes could be like the camera, like the front-facing camera.
Yes, they could. Or they could just be the fact that your phone has come to life.
All right. That's a little bit creepy. It's watching you.
Ooh. Yep, I see it.
All right, this is, I'll show you my phone. So this is my my super trendy flip phone. So pull this out of my pocket, flip it open, dial my numbers. Doo-doo-doo-doo.
I like it. You did it. You built a flip phone.
I built a flip phone.
This is what happens when you believe in your friends.
Why did you say that?
That was good.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
There you go. So if you have a phone that you've made, please pop it on our Facebook group, facebook.com/group/Picks
Yes,
and
we'd
Bytes.
love to see what you've built
Or tag us on Instagram or wherever you want to find us.
everywhere.
Yep. Give us a call and we'll say, oh yeah, I just stabbed myself in the face. Okay.
All right. Well, thank you for building along with us if you did. Next, we're going to chat to Emily about Dungeons and Dragons and how you guys can start playing. So we'll go straight to Emily.
Thanks guys. Hi everyone, I'm Emily. Today I'm here to talk to you about Dungeons and Dragons, one of the most popular role-playing games out there. It's been around since the 1970s, 1974 I believe, and since then it's gone through many editions, many iterations, but we're now up to the 5th edition, and for me at least it's the easiest version to play, which is why it's so great to introduce to new players like yourselves. Some of you may have heard of it before, maybe seen it in TV shows like Stranger Things, or maybe you've seen it in E.T. There's a little scene in there where they play Dungeons and Dragons. But essentially, it's a role-playing game. It's a game where you gather some friends and you end up telling a story together. All amongst that, though, you're rolling dice, all these lovely little shiny things at the bottom here. Those are different sided dice. We've got more than just a D6, which is a 6-sided dice. We've got 20-sided dice, which is the main dice you're using. So this one here, it's a 20-sided dice. It's probably the most fun dice to roll because you can get all the way up to the number 20, which is unlike any other dice in the set here. You play a character when you're playing D&D. You pick what kind of creature you want to be. If you want to be an elf, a human, a dwarf, all these kind of fantasy races you can play. And then you pick your job. Do you want to be a sneaky character? Do you want to be a charismatic character? Maybe a bard that tells stories? Or do you want to be a fighter, someone that just runs in, guns blazing, sort of, but with a sword? This is how you play the game. So So to build your character in D&D, you build up a character using 6 attribute stats. These attributes are made up of strength, dexterity, constitution, intelligence, wisdom, and charisma. All of these are the building blocks for your characters and determine how they'll play in the game. If they're highly charismatic, you're going to have a high number put into that box, meaning that they're going to be really good at persuading or deceiving people. But if you want them to be a really strong fighter, you're going to put the highest value into strength, meaning that your attack, your acrobatic skill, your athletic skill are all going to be very high and you're going to be really great at doing physical things. Someone like a wizard is going to want to put lots of abilities into their intelligence score, meaning that they're going to be very, very smart, quick at picking things up and then getting them out and casting spells and things like that. So essentially, when you're starting your first game, you're going to be rolling some dice, and that'll determine your numbers that you start off with. You can then pop in a proficiency modifier, meaning if you're proficient in something, you're extra good at it, you're better than the rest that in your party probably, and then you get to add those bonus modifiers to your rolls every time. So when I'm trying to do an ability check that my dungeon master, or DM in this case, the person running the story, if they say you come across a bridge and there's a troll on the bridge, what would you like to do? I might say, I want to fight the troll. The dungeon master then goes, okay, make an attack roll to see if you can hit them. So I would roll a d20. I got a 2. It's not a very good score for rolling. So the dungeon master might say, okay, you rolled a 2, you miss. Your sword clangs on the side of the bridge and the troll dodges out of the way. And I go, dang it, that's not good. So maybe in this case, the next time I try it, I might try and talk to the troll. So instead of saying I'll attack the troll, I say, I'd like to speak with the troll and ask to cross the bridge. The dungeon master then goes, okie doke, make a persuasion check. You would then roll that d20 again, and you'd add your persuasion modifier. I got a 20 in this case, 20 being the best score in the game you can get on a dice. So in that case, I would be able to persuade this troll to let me across, or at least ask for a fair price when paying the toll. So that's how you play in general. Things you can build up about your character are more than just the stats and numbers though. You can build up a whole history, a story, things they like and dislike, their bonds and their flaws, their friends that they make along the way. These are all very important for building up your character because of course a lot of Dungeons & Dragons is roleplay. It's becoming a new character, a different person, having a different outlook on life and a different way of thinking about things. You can of course just play a character that's very much like yourself. A lot of characters we play are the heroes of the story, so they're going to be good, they're going to be trying to help people, they're not going to be trying to hurt people just for fun, but that can be a way someone might want to play the game. They might just want to go out and hunt goblins every time they play, which is, that's okay as well. But the way I like to play the most is where we get to joke around with the other characters, make friends with NPCs, which are the non-player characters that your dungeon master plays. That is the most fun for me, and that's where I get the most out of the game. But amongst every role-playing game, there are a lot of dice. And this is my favourite collection of things that I own. It's just a bunch of dice. Look how shiny and clicky-clacky they are. They make me so happy. So when playing games, keep in mind that all these role-playing games are all very different. Large-scale worlds, different places you can travel. But at the heart of it, there are dice rolling and all these skill checks you make. And there's a bit of maths involved as well. And I think we're going to talk about some more math skills in just a little bit. So I'll pass it back over to Emma and Ben and let them chat to you a bit more about it. See ya!
Thanks so much, Emily. I actually play Dungeons & Dragons with Emily a little bit, and it is lots of fun building your characters and just jumping headfirst into a world, but using a bit of maths and strategy as well.
I didn't realise there was that much maths involved with it, so it's good. Like you have to,
it is good, and the dice are so much fun. So speaking of dice, next Ben is going to show us how you can roll dice in a much cooler way.
All right, well, up now we're going to have a look at a Lego Creator Challenge.
Yeah.
Get the words out. Now, like Emily was showing you, there are some dice you have to roll to play Dungeons & Dragons, and there's lots of dice that you might use for other games, like Monopoly or, I don't know, what other games? We've got some fun ones, like Outfox, where you have to roll a couple of dice and they do different things, they're not just numbers. But have you ever rolled the dice and then they go off the table or they knock your pieces over off your board? It's the worst.
It is very frustrating.
Maybe just bored. Maybe, or do you have those people that you play with and they roll the dice and they just drop it because they want that number?
Yeah, they line it up on the 6 and then just, It's
a 6.
Cheating.
So to get around that, we've got a little thing that we're going to make. We're going to show you first. Thankfully, Emily has given us some dice to play with. I'm going to change cameras. So now these dice look great. It's like, what if we had to roll all these dice at once and keep them all together? Well, that's the challenge. So we have made something out of Lego. Here it is. This is a dice rolling tower. So the idea is that you can drop the dice into the top of the tower, and you can probably see inside there are different levels. So there's a little slope there. Let's lift this up. There's a slope there. The idea is that it sort of comes down. I'm going to take the front off. And you can see there's a slope just there. So the idea is that you drop the dice in the top, and it bounces across your Lego and then rolls down the front and all captures down here. These aren't too hard to build. The challenge is making sure that you've got enough things inside your tower for the dice to bounce off so that it rolls out. So let's show an example here. We'll take some dice and roll them in. Hey, look at that. So it catches them all down the bottom. They're not going to go all over the table and everywhere. So let's have a bit of a look inside. I'm going to pull this one apart just to show you the different parts. Okay, so first things first, we have a little catchment area down the front here. Pretty easy. Now, I had to build the walls up so that they didn't fall off the side. It might be a little bit low around the front here. So you might want to build that up. The other idea that Emma had, what was that, Emma?
I had the idea that at the bottom you could make it real smooth by using some tile pieces, and then your dice will land perfect.
Yeah, because with these studs there, they especially with
with the weird D20s.
Yeah, they might sit a bit funny. They might not sit flush. So making that nice and flat would be a great idea. Okay, so let's put that one aside. So we've got this ramp here. So there's a few different ways that you can do Lego ramps. There's a whole bunch of different parts you can use to make Lego move up and down like that. There are hinges. In this case, I've used a bar and then attached 4 parts across that bar. You can see that there. So 2 facing backwards, 2 facing forwards, and that allows this to move up and down. So I get that angle that I want because I want the dice to hit it and roll forwards. Okay. So I'm going to now dismantle it from the top. Watch it all fall apart. Okay, well, that part's gone in there. All right, so I'm going to take this front part off altogether. Okay, so you can see we've got a couple of different slopes here. There we go. So the dice will hit here and roll down. Again, you want to make sure you've got enough gap between here so the dice can move and they won't get stuck. Hit there and roll forward. Now the fun thing about your tower is you could make whatever tower you want. So you might have I don't know, might want to have a fun sort of jungle one. So this one I've made and it's got some doors on the front of it. So you can open the doors and the dice roll out of the doors. Get a control down. There we go. So you could do whatever style you want. Maybe you can do it the style of the game you want. So if it was like a Monopoly one, maybe you have like a little, I don't know, a big
skyscraper.
Yeah.
Into a building.
Lots of little hotels or something.
Yeah.
You could have, I don't know, whatever your favourite
Emily
Monopoly
talked about
is.
some trolls and bridges. You could have some kind of forest theme.
Yeah, imagine if there was like a bridge that you could put over the top of it and they could roll the dice roll under the bridge.
Get so creative with it.
Yeah, so there you go. A very simple but fun way of adding more to your board games that use dice.
Yeah, and to save you from when your siblings throw the dice really hard and move all the pieces and then no one can play.
Yeah, this does all the rolling for you.
And it is lots of fun. Nice. Thanks, Ben.
All right, okay. Well, over to you. What have you got for us today?
Well, today I have an app for you guys that is a little bit more centered around maths. So in D&D, you do use a bit of maths. You use a lot of adding up. So we're going to play a game called Math Ninja AR. So if we all remember what AR stands for, do we, Ben?
Augmented reality.
Exactly. So augmented reality is when you bring the tech into your home using your camera. So it's pretty cool. We're going to give it a shot. Let's jump right in. All right, so we'll open up the app, let it start loading. So augmented reality can be a little bit fidgety, so you have to be a bit patient with it, but it's really cool. So we're going to hit start, and then you get to pick what level you want to do. So you can see the plus, minus, multiply and divide symbols. You get to pick which you want to work on. We're going to start on a plus and a minus. And then you can see all of these different levels. So we're going to pick the easiest one for now, and then I'll show you the tough one later. So you can see it just gives you a camera. So it's trying to find a spot where it can place the level. This app really likes flat white surfaces. So if you download this app, give it a shot on a table, or if you've got like a whole area of cement somewhere, use that. And then you can make it bigger or smaller. So you can see the little ninja running around in there, and you're gonna have to make your way through these houses to try and find some solutions to the math problems. So you can see that as I'm walking around, I'm literally stepping inside it almost. So if you put this on the floor and make it really big, you could walk through it. So we're gonna hit start, and you can see that we've got a little problem up the top. So something plus 4 equals 10. So now we go through and try and find what equals 10, 6. So you click on the 6, and then you keep going through. So it can get trickier and trickier the higher up levels you go. You get to walk around and have a bit of a look through, experience it. Sometimes they're real easy right up there on the roof. We've got our number 6. Sometimes they're a bit trickier. 17 minus what equals 9? Pretty sure it's 8. There we go. So it's lots of fun. You can see everything moving around. If you make this huge on the floor, you can probably run through it and do maths while running, which sounds crazy, but it can be done through tech. So you work through, I think there's 10 problems for each level, and then you get to move up and do more and more things. So you can see this little guy's hiding behind a building. So if I was just sitting flat, I wouldn't be able to see him, but I get to walk around and have a look. And we keep going. There's one more. 8 minus 5 is 3. So he is hiding behind a building over here. There we go. So there we are. We've succeeded. And so every time you win, you get a sticker, and you get to collect those as well. So if we hit start again, I'll show you, we'll go a bit harder. We'll go to normal, and I'll show you the ninja tower because it's a bit epic, and it would be crazy if you made it huge. So you can see I've made it a bit smaller just so I can see what's going on. But if we make it a little bit bigger, you can see that on each of the levels, there's all different people. So our maths problem is all the way up the top, but we have to search through this giant building to try and find our little people giving us the solution. So it gets a little bit trickier. It gets harder to find them. You got to do a lot of exploring. I'm not tall enough for this ninja tower. It is way tall. But you can move it around, make it a bit smaller, and keep searching. And I think the person we need is hiding under the bridge there. A snowman under the bridge. He'd be melting away in reality. So 30 minus 26 up the top equals 4. I think our little 4 is over here. Crazy little creature. So yeah, this is how it works. You can climb fully into the tower as well if you want to. We'll have a look, see if we can find, you can see our little person hiding in there, and then maybe we'll go through as if we were actually entering the tower, and you can see there's cogs and things in here that if you had a whole bunch of space, if you did this in your backyard, you could fully climb through it, use your camera to maneuver around the corners and everything. And yeah, you just work through. It's also a really great way to build up your math skills. So especially in D&D, you have to do a lot of quick maths to figure things out. And so this is a great way. You can see Ben building there on the side. It's a great way to build up your quick maths, which is way more fun than just sitting and doing some addition on a worksheet like at school sometimes. So yeah, this is, Math Ninja AR. You play a lot of games with math.
I like that. It's so cool that you can go actually into the building.
Yeah.
So that was massive.
I didn't have the space at the library to make it ginormous and
No.
climb through it, but you could definitely do it in your backyard or in a car park or somewhere that has a lot of space.
Yeah, Emma did pre-record the video just so that she could walk through it, and
Be impossible.
And I was there
studio.
doing my Lego. I was wondering what you were doing, walking around with the iPad while
Yeah.
I was building this thing to show everyone.
Because to everyone else, it just looks like you're waving your iPad around.
Because I
like
couldn't
a
see it on
crazy
the
person.
desk.
Yeah, it's lots of fun. AR is incredibly fun.
Yeah, we love it a lot here. There's so many
Yes.
fun apps you can do with augmented reality. Yeah,
Definitely.
so good. All right, well, that was awesome.
Yeah.
Great. Well, if you enjoyed today's episode, please let us know. Again, jump on our Facebook group and say hello. You can also visit the City of Marion Libraries Facebook page, and just check out all the other stuff that's happening. We'll find out what books you can borrow, any events that are coming up as well, now that we can do things face to face. It's great. But yeah, jump on our Facebook group and say hello.
Follow us on Instagram. We post a lot of extra content up there. Ben did a Diet Coke rocket the other day.
Oh yeah, check
really
that out in the
cool.
story. Yep.
Yeah.
We also visited some really cool Lego spots around the city as well. So
there's some more photos coming.
Yeah.
Seeing all the Lego friends we made along our way.
All right, well, thanks again. So we've had a great chat with Emily about Dungeons & Dragons. We looked at how to make a dice roll. We made some phones. We learned all about augmented reality apps and being a math ninja.
Yeah.
How cool is that?
I can imagine just like running through these like augmented reality towns, like trying to solve maths.
6. People are going, what are you doing, Emma?
People would think you were crazy,
Yep.
but it's fun.
All right, well, have a great week and we'll see you next time.
See ya.